What happens when you create a player so contempt, so comfortable, and so confident in their own skill, they become lazy as a repercussion? You get Nagi, the epitomization of talent. What else could be used to describe this man? Only communicating with his inherent skills. The talent is what encompasses his own behavior, rationale, and decisions, which becomes more and more evident the further we go in the story. Nagi is a character who, fortunately by circumstance and luck, was positioned to be who he is, which gives him a higher sense of personal worth than other people in the show. Nagi, although seemingly lazy because of his talent, is not the main cause of his actual laziness. In fact, Nagi's belief lies on the least resistance. The easier way will always succeed over a more difficult path. Therefore, he adopts a more pragmatic outlook in life, which guides him through the crazy events within bluelock. Nagi's interactions symbolize his affinity towards laziness, and the propensity he has to conserve energy that doesn't need to be used. It's this unpredictable, abstract nature to his character that makes him seem all the more intriguing. Knowing he pertains the components to the perfect soccer player, he accepts this and incorporates it within himself to use as a belief. Disregarding the moral, emotional, and virtuous aspects of himself, Nagi is a logical and calculated persona, only wishing to get the best result from objectively being a better version of himself. We can see through as many matches that he intentionally utilizes the advantages given to him in order to sink his adversaries into despair. Knowing that he inherits the impulse to do everything right on the field, it's impossible for someone to intercept his behaviors, because he is so strong in that belief of himself, because the belief is him. They are metaphorically the same thing. Idealism and perfectionism go hand in hand with Nagi. As if he comes short from a goal, he will identify and automatically adjust as opposed to being stagnated by this shortcoming, which lowers his overall development but makes him seem more adaptable. Nagi's playstyle is representative of his realistic mindset. Having these attainable things is simple for Nagi, since he does not need any more improvement or have the potential to achieve something. He becomes bored quite easily, seeking to derive meaning from more momentary experiences than arbitrary goals to go after, which is what separates Nagi, as he genuinely changes himself in order to be better just so he can experience a challenge. Nagi's desire and need for optimal challenge are what catapult him further in terms of writing. The confliction between having a pragmatic mindset and realistic perspective give him more insight on who he truly is, making his overall complexity as a character more than what someone would expect. The challenge is now what he seeks. He seeks not to be bored by the mundane life that was preordained for him, and defies that by only giving the strongest players the opportunity to play and oppose him. In the match against Isagi, he felt like he could unleash most of his potential because of the sheer willpower Isagi displayed during the match. And it was the first time Nagi actually gained some semblance and understanding of fulfillment. By being polarized at the ups and downs of the matches, the emotional highs and lows, Nagi gained a newfound sense of the world. This simplistic yet dynamic personality to Nagi makes his character more three-dimensional than most. By making him represent his identifying traits, it makes his character seem more realistic in all the interactions he has with other characters, his only goal being to use the most optimal amount of words without saying too much. It's really just the tip of the iceberg. Always inheriting his traits as evident in Ryo's backstory, he was always the source of attention and leadership. It seemed like he had the unknown answer everyone needed, a cheat code for simple success and greatness. But despite this, Nagi still has some sense of humility to himself, exclaiming that it's simply in his nature to succeed. It's like where success is where Nagi is. It's magnetized towards his path. Nagi's dialogue with Baro just shows how, despite being messy and lazy, he still has a competitiveness to himself, getting irritated at defiance and being challenged by another respectively egotistical character. It's only when Nagi gets to express himself on the field that he truly manages to speak his truths into reality, to enforce his ideologies and, above all, have fun. Nagi isn't focused on the moral complexities which come with extreme thought and contemplation about the subjective interpretations of the world. but rather by extrinsical value provided through his simplicity in wanting challenge and escape from perpetual boredom. The conceptual laziest character can definitely be justified by Nagi's character and actions within Bluelock, as he serves to let things come to him, then try to go and do things himself. This aspect is both a blessing and a curse, which he has, causing both his problems and allowing him to have happiness at the expense of those problems. Nagi being an acquired character, and in all honesty possesses more relatable traits which make sense for him. Rather than just making him arbitrarily try to be someone he is not, he fully acknowledges the person he is, which, although being lazy, creates this impression of him being more rationally sound. In summary, Nagi's ability both on and off the field justify as to why he's such a lazy character, because he doesn't need to forcibly change himself if he already has enough potential to get what he wants. It's his response to boredom that really accentuates his character and makes additional layers where there were none before. And this is why Nagi is Bluelock's most lazy character. If you really enjoyed the video and you want to see more, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, comment what your favorite Bluelock character is down below, and as always, peace!